is wealth. Hello viewers, welcome to Health is Wealth on Hill Media Africa, where we talk about various ways to sustain a healthy living. And on this episode, we'll be talking about body odor. Body odor is a very serious health issue that requires urgent attention, and some people don't even know how to go about it. So on this episode, you will get to learn the various causes of body odor and how to manage it. And with me to talk about this is Dr. Oluwalola from OAU Teaching Hospital. You're welcome, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome. Can you tell us what body odor is and the various causes?
Okay, so first off, what body odor is?
Yes.
Simply put, body odor is an offensive smell that emanates from an individual.
Yeah.
And there are various causes, but the main cause, for me to be able to explain this, I would need to acquaint you with the anatomy bits of the sweat gland. So there are two types of sweat glands. You have the apocrine and the acrine. I hope this English doesn't so much. But then the acrine is distributed evenly all over the body, but the apocrine is found in specific areas in the body, namely the axilla, that's the armpits, the private parts, around the breast, mostly. So there are individuals that, they have more of these glands, like certain individuals, it's a condition that they have, probably genetic, they have more of these glands, and so usually after puberty or during puberty, during that period, you have these glands secreting certain substances which are oily. These substances are in themselves, they're actually not, they are odorless, right? Yeah. But then when they come in contact with bacteria, which the body has, normal flora and all of that, right, they start to give certain offensive odors. They are broken down into some substance called ammonia, fatty acids. If you can remember, these things actually give like fishy smells, which are very, very, offensive. And so individuals that now have this in large quantity get now, smell more because they produce more of these substances.
Are you saying that body odor only starts during puberty? What about children?
The acrine too, if children are not well taken care of by their caregivers, right? This, if the hygiene is poor, this can also lead to body odor, right? And some food substances too have been implicated. For example, garlic, ginger, in actually causing people to smell because their body system cannot actually handle it well.
That is some people.
Yeah, that's some people. So it can't break it down appropriately. So it also gives off this bad stench that people get.
Okay, so like some people, you talked about the bad smell coming from the armpits and other parts of the body. So, but sometimes there are some people that they do shower, wash their clothes, but that bad smell keeps coming. Like, what part of the body is that smell actually coming from?
Well, it can come from various parts of the body, like I mentioned, the axilla, the private parts. Then there are people that are on the big side, when they have folds, like in their body, and they don't actually clean up these places. They don't take extra effort to actually raise up those folds and actually clean very well. Sometimes from the mouth, some people have mouth odor, some people the hair, they don't actually wash their hair well and they keep it for a long period of time. So all these things can, come together to actually produce this bad odor. Sometimes some people have overproduction of sweat, like their sweat glands are overactive, and so their body is moist. This actually also forms another needle for bacteria to be able to act. So sometimes their shoes too, when they put on shoes and it's wet and they start smelling if they don't spread it well and all. So that's another thing.
Now we have known the causes of body odor. Can you tell us about the possible treatment and management?
All right. So for the treatments, I think it will depend on the severity, right? So people that have like the intensity of the smell is a lot, I would actually advise the probably seek medical care and treatment than just trying to do it on their own.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to know, what is actually, where is it coming from first before you actually now say you want to manage. So for people that for example, have, the over secretion of their or overactivity of their sweat glands, and they have too much of the apocrine glands. Yeah, there have been some measures that have been put in place. Some people actually use some machines to try to reduce those glands, like make them inactive.
That is medical treatment.
Yes, to actually make them inactive. Then for the conservative measures, right, where people actually pay more attention to their hygiene, like for that conservative measure. First, if we're talking about the hair, then for example, women that use braids for 3 months because we are the
make it their head too.
It's more of the women, let's be fair. So right, I mean, you want to wash your hair, and then what the fibers, the extensions, right, that we now use, they are now more water friendly and all of that. So it's something you can easily wash, and you smell good. Spray some. There's some hair. Is it deodorant?
Yeah,
deodorant. You can easily spray your hair, and when you're in the other room with your boo, it's getting good smell.
So the bad smell could be coming from the hair.
Yeah, sure. Then if it's from the body, like if you're on the big side and all of that, well, yeah, good if you can trim down. But then you're not that kind of person that wants to always try to not always be in the sun, because that can also make you sweat a lot. And if you have to be in the sun, I mean, don't repeat clothes. Like you can't be using one clothes twice, 3 times a day. Then shower. Like some people need to really learn how to bathe. Like literally. Like some people just they were not taught how to bathe. So some people just carry soap and sponge and just do. They will not scrub, because if you scrub some people, this amount of dirt that come out. So people actually need to actually learn to pay attention to, and it's those hidden places that you really need to, like in between your thighs, like scrub it, like underneath your neck, your afro, scrub it. Do you understand? This reduces the bacterial load, and reduces the chances that bacteria would actually stay in those places. Then aside from that, okay, for example, the armpits now, there's usually hair growth there, and sometimes these bacteria stick to those hairs. Shave. It's very important. Do you understand? And these measures, they're not expensive. They're actually quite affordable. Then there's also the option of using deodorants. Like these deodorants help to mask the smell, and also sometimes they reduce, the amount of sweat that is produced. So yes, I mean, deodorant of 500 naira, you can use it for like 2 months and you're game. Sometimes you can even mix different ones. Sometimes top up during the day, midday, top up. It's true now. So I think those are some things that people can put, some hygienic measures that people can actually put into place. Aside from that, the people that probably food substances actually have been, implicated for their own body odor.
Like type of food they want.
Like garlic, ginger, onions. I mean, they have to stay off those kind of foods.
Like when they are aware of it.
Yeah, sure. That's why I said first off, you have to get medical treatment. Like go first to meet the doctor. Let them find out what exactly is the cause. Then from there, if it's going to be conservative or it's going to be radical. Right, if you're going to do a surgical thing where they have to remove and all that, so you have to first go and see the doctor first off. Then you now know which approach to take. So,
all right. Before we wrap it up, what are your advice to our viewers, especially the youths?
Oh well, I feel like the youths, it's that time and stage of life where now the market is still selling and you have energy to sell market. So you don't want to, just be slack when it comes to personal hygiene. You have to be on your A game. You have to put in all the energy, all the work, right, that is necessary. And if you need help from friends, family members to support you. I mean, ask for it and they will surely give you, right?
Alright guys, you all have heard it from Dr. Odour on this topic. Body odor is a very serious issue. Can you imagine having a conversation with someone and the person flees from you? That could be embarrassing. So you need to step up on your A game when it comes to personal hygiene. You need to smell good, you need to smell better. If you have a sweaty face, you can add a powder or wear stocking before putting on your shoes. Managing body odor involves personal hygiene. We just have to take the responsibility to take care of our body. So that comes the end of today's episode, and I'm sure you learned something new today. So follow us across our social media platform where it all goes down to at Heal Media Africa on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. So thanks for staying with us today. Bye.